We are on Google Classroom Science Lesson 5B. Dylan, ready? Earth's changing landscape, okay? So yesterday we talked about how our mountains and the landscape on the mountains cause the mountains to change, right? And to break apart. Focus. Okay, so focus question for today. Ready? Can mountains grow so tall that they reach outer space? Why or why not? Okay, so let's go on to the next slide. So you are going to observe two soda cans.
Can we drink after?
So with your group, you're going to observe the two soda cans. And then with your group, you're going to talk about how the frozen soda can is different from the non-frozen soda can. I also want you to picture a frozen soda can that might have exploded. Okay? Because what happens when you freeze a soda can for too long?
It can.
What happens to the soda can if it freezes for too long? It explodes, right? Okay. So think about that when you're answering these questions with your group. Okay? Alright, so at this group, I'm going to have Noah,
Yes.
Dylan,
Yes.
Emma,
Me.
Noah, Dylan, Emma,
Alejandro.
Elian.
No.
And then at that group, I'm going to have Mohammed, Alejandro, Thomas, and Ariana. Okay, quickly go.
I don't know if they want me because I'm really stupid.
Nobody said that.
No, I am really stupid.
No, you're not. No, go. Okay, go. Ready? 5. Go to your table. 4. You don't need your Chromebook. Leave it there. 3. Elian, right here. 2. Here. 1. Right there. Okay. So look at the two soda cans. You can hold them. Don't drop them. Okay. Okay, first question. Ready? Why was the frozen... First question. Why is the frozen soda can deformed? So think about if the frozen one... I'm assuming I know what that is.
I have many friends at home.
Okay, ready?
Wait, are you in the school?
No, Mohammed, pull your mask up and go. Okay, talk about those good things.
Wait, what was that? That's not my fault.
Not your fault.
Why don't hit me? Shut down.
Okay, quickly, go. I better start hearing conversations.
This one's gonna go.
Okay, so what's going to happen to this one if it keeps freezing?
It's gonna get bigger and bigger and explode.
Okay, so how is that different to this one?
This one is not.
Wait, is this one warm? No, it's just
No, we're not
The
taking
cold
it.
soda. The cold soda. Oh, the cold soda tastes better.
the cold soda will taste better.
Because it's cold and it
Yeah,
has
okay.
more flavor.
So,
Yeah, this cold soda would taste better.
so what if
Because it has more
this
flavor
soda
and
can were to keep freezing?
And also the warm soda would taste like
It's going to explode, right? Okay, so how is
it would taste like hot
frozen
apple
soda
cider.
can? How is this?
It
How
is
is
a
it
little bit
different
cold.
to not
A little
frozen
bit
soda can?
It's like room temperature.
Ariana, frozen.
But it would taste the best.
Wow. There's ice under here.
It gets wet.
I prefer
Can I drink it?
I prefer drinking.
Oh, you must. No.
Can
Okay.
we open it? Open
No.
this plate?
No. So what will happen when the soda thaws? So what happens to the... Talk to your group. What happens to the soda can when it thaws? Thank
When
you.
it falls, it will explode and it'll
I didn't say fall. I said thaws. Elian, put that back. Elian, deja ahí. Elian, deja ahí. No. Why is this así? Go. Go now.
Oh! I'm drinking this. I don't care. Oh, we're talking about this. We're talking about the lime soda natural flavored double. Where's your combo?
Not Sprite. That's lime.
Okay, answer this question.
Oh, so if we put it right here, look how
Okay, so why was the frozen soda can deformed?
So this is only two.
Okay. Explain that.
So this is one.
The computer away.
This is one up here. One up, and then two is up there. So
Okay.
it's kind of five.
Are you ready to start answering your questions?
Yes.
Okay, go get your Chromebook and start typing.
Okay.
Why was the frozen soda can deformed? Okay. So what causes the soda can to explode and deform? No, we're not showing backgrounds. Quickly. Okay. Thomas's group, since you all are so on top of it and you guys are doing amazing, what did you put for your first question?
Can I say?
Mohammed?
The liquid got too cold and exploded.
Okay, the liquid got too cold and exploded.
No.
Okay. Okay, so what will happen to the soda can? What's going to happen to the frozen soda can when the liquid thaws out? Will the soda can go back to its regular shape when it's not frozen?
It's just gonna
But is the soda can going to go back? Or is it going to stay deformed?
Well, you can hear this.
Good, Thomas. Thank you. What will happen when the soda thaws? The soda can will stay deformed. Thank you, Emma. Typing. Typing. The soda can will stay deformed. Okay. What happens over time when water freezes and thaws a crack in a rock? Does the rock go back to its normal shape?
If you break the rock, it's not gonna go back.
Good. Okay, so the rock will stay cracked. Okay. Okay, so what does freezing and freezing of liquid have to do with mountains changing over time?
They get colder and colder and colder
Stop
every
here.
day.
So when it freezes, it gets cold, and then the liquid on the mountains will expand, and it breaks the rocks in the mountains, right? Okay, next slide. Ready?
No.
Mohammed, pull your mask up.
No, pues.
Okay, ready? 3,
No.
2, you got it? Emma's got it?
Spell.
Oh, let me type. Okay. All right, next one. Okay, for this last task, I put pieces of rock in this plastic jug. Listen. This is your next experiment. Listen. Listen. This is your next experiment. Listen. Pull your mask up. Thank you. Okay, so I put rocks in this plastic jug right here.
No. La
You're going.
segunda.
Shh. you're going to shake. You're going to take turns shaking the bottle as hard as you can. Listen to instructions. Okay, so for 2 minutes. So I'll set the timer. When the timer goes off, it'll be done. So before you start shaking, you need to count how many rocks are in the bottle and put that number here. Then when the timer is up, you're going to work with your table to count the rocks again and then put that number here. Okay? So there are 4 people in your group and there are 2 minutes. So each person is going to shake it as hard as they can for 30 seconds. Okay? Ready? Ready, Freddy? Okay, before you get started, I'm going to give you hand sanitizer. Okay. Okay, work with your group to start counting before you shake. Do not shake until I tell you. Okay. Start counting how many rocks are in there.
I'm thinking this. Should
It's
be water bottle.
It's the alcohol.
No, I have a cup, bro.
No problem.
Just keep talking.
Okay. Hand sanitizer's done? Ready? 2 minutes. Did you count the rocks?
You shake?
No. Count the rocks.
Count the rocks.
Count the rocks.
I can see under here.
Alejandro's group, you got it? Did you count it? 6. What's 6? Type it in. 6. Just keep it to her. Type it in. 6. Dylan, type it in. 6. Type it in and that's 6. Okay, go to the next one. Okay. Oh, sorry. Ariana's group. Did you put your number of rocks here? Okay. 2 minutes. Ready? 30 seconds each person. Oh, make sure it's sealed tight. Each person, 30 seconds. Okay, ready? Go. Okay, next person. Ready? Okay, next person. Ready? Go. Okay, last person. Ready? Go. Pour the rocks onto the plate. Pour the rocks onto the plate and count. Count it.
I'm smelling it. It smells good.
Okay, count them. No, do not do that.
Can we touch that? It smells good, bro. Give me it. There's so nice.
There's like pebbles on the There's pebbles on the Okay, stop. You're gonna do this on the city. No.
What's that
No.
to do with the cans?
It's not what
Can
we're
we open them?
Okay, I said pour the rocks onto the plate. Hey, now
How many rocks are You put. I told you. It was it.
Okay, okay, put it in the pebbles. Count it. Okay, ready? All right. Since I put 6 for Emma's group, how many rocks do you have now?
6. No, we have 7 this time. Yeah, we have 7.
You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
There's pebbles.
There's like 11. So 11 with a lot of sand.
Stop eating it.
No. Okay, if we're going to act like that, we're not doing science experiments anymore. Don't do that. Type it in. So whatever number you got, and then put with a lot of sand. Quickly. Okay, so now next question. Describe the differences you see in the rocks after shaking them. So what did you see? What is different from the rocks now?
They were smoky.
There was dust. Okay. Thank you, Noah's group. What else?
Okay.
What's the difference in the rocks now?
There's more.
There's more rocks. There are more rocks. There are more rock pieces. Okay, give me the soda can. No. Okay, last question. Ready? What do you think might happen to a large rock that rolls down a mountain slope?
The same thing.
The same thing. So the rock will break down into smaller pieces. Thank you, Dylan's group, for working hard and typing.
I already wrote it, that's why I'm not typing.
But you shouldn't be talking and distracting your group either.
Last year?
Mohana, pull your mask up.
You were here last year. Yeah, it's right.
The rock will break down into smaller pieces, period. Okay, you guys done?
No. I don't care how it's supposed to be.
Okay, go on to the next slide. Ready?
Wait. Oh, shoot. I thought there's a hacker controlling my computer.
I know.
No.
Okay, ready?
No.
Okay, ready in 3, 2,
That's letters.
1. Okay, so let's have a discussion.
Letters on.
Okay, what do the tasks that we've done over the last 2 days, so from yesterday and today, what do they have in common? Ready? Okay, so what we did today with the soda cans, the freezing, the rocks breaking down, and then what we looked at yesterday, what do those have in common? What do those have in common? Think about what happened or might happen to rocks in each task.
No, the first one was 6. This one was
Dylan.
well, 11.
Okay, next person that talks in their group, Emma, I know you're helping Leon, is going back to their seat. And you will not work with the group. Focus. Okay, discussion question. What do you think might happen to rocks in each task? They all do what? What do they all do? What happens with the rocks? Ariana? Thank you, Ariana. They break down into smaller pieces. Okay.
Turn into particles.
Everybody go back to their seats. Let's move on to this next slide. Ready? Quickly. Back to your seats. And 5. Thank you, Emma. 4. Thank you, Thomas. 3. Thank you, Ariana. Dylan, you weren't supposed to close your Chromebook. Hurry up. Hurry up. Thank you, Noah. Thank you, Leon, for not closing your Chromebook. Thank you, Alejandro. Okay. So now let's look at these pictures. Ready? Look at the pictures and read what it says in each picture.
Yes, it says.
Because it's going to take you too long to walk back here. Right here. Okay. The process of rock breaking down into smaller pieces is called, everybody?
Weathering.
Thank you, half of the class. It is called weathering. Okay? Weathering causes rock to crack, crumble, and break down into smaller and smaller pieces. So, it can happen in these 3 things. Ready? Water expands when it freezes. So it makes cracks in the rocks and it breaks off pieces, right? Plant roots. So like the trees that we were looking at yesterday and how the roots grow into the rocks and the dirt and it starts to grow underneath the rocks and then it causes cracks. And then rocks bumping into each other and into the rock surface of the mountain. So rocks rolling down the mountain. Okay? Okay, now let's think about these questions. Yes, Dylan.
It might be dangerous because you don't know if there's a rock on the
Yeah. Okay, next question. How do the images on the previous slide relate to the tasks from this lesson?
What?
So these images show us what kinds of things?
Oh.
Why what? Why mountains? What is it showing us? It shows us why mountains cannot You can help me finish this sentence. It shows us why mountains cannot, Ariana?
Grow so tall they go into space.
Yes. Why mountains cannot grow so tall, comma, that they go into outer space. Period.
That's what I said yesterday. Kind of.
Okay, give me a thumbs up once you're done typing.
I mean, I said yesterday that.
Thank you,
can't
Emma.
go.
Thank you, Mohammed. Thank you, Thomas. Okay, so now think about the next question. How might weathering keep mountains from reaching outer space? Yes. Bring it here, Thomas. How might weathering keep mountains from reaching outer space? Okay, so what does it do? What does it do to the mountains? It causes them to
Collide.
not collide. It causes them to break down, remember? Okay, so weathering causes mountains, typing, to break
I don't think so.
down, period. Yes, Dylan. After you type this in. Okay. Weathering causes mountains to break down. Noah, you get it? Okay, so it says, use evidence from these investigations to answer the question. So now let's use the evidence from, we can use evidence from the soda cans. So what did we find out from the soda cans?
Wait, don't go.
So we can say, water on mountains can, what can they do? Water on the mountains can,
No. No. No, I'm not going to.
you want me to give you paper? You know, just write down these last
Can
ones.
I go fill up with it now? No.
Okay. I'll leave it here, listen.
Oh, can somebody else write it for me?
Weathering,
Can you do it for me?
I can't do it. Okay, water on mountains can, what?
Cause
What do they do? What does
they freeze and
freeze? Thank you. Water on mountains can freeze and expand. Water on mountains can freeze and expand into the rocks. Period.
Wait, don't go to the next one. Can I go to it?
Got it, Ilya? Water on mountains can freeze and expand into the rocks. Okay,
Wait.
what does the last one say? Summary. Okay, summary. How does weathering prevent mountains from getting too tall they reach outer space? Okay, answer that question in your own words. So make your own summary.
In what? Oh, I'm not sure.
Weathering. Go back to the, like, 2 slides before. Oh, 1 slide before, so this one.
This one? Oh.
Okay, can I erase?
Yes.
All right. So how does weathering prevent mountains from getting so tall they reach outer space? I want you to type in your own answer, okay? So remember the things that we talked about and the things that we saw with our experiments. Okay, once you have finished that, you may turn it in on Google Classroom. Next week, we will explore how the flowing water changes the surface of the earth. Okay? That's all of our science for today. Oh, that's not what I wanted.